Alright, what up guys? Trevor of the Ice Mask Gang here. Welcome to the end of the month of August. With 3 games here against the Reds, so... Getting called into the office once we head to the final stretch of the regular season. Overall, good player. 40 innings this month, 0 ERA. 7.13 average. I appreciate you, Skip. Let's focus on position player. Go with this one. So we play the 67 and 67 Reds. So here we go.
From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
Close to game the season hit record, so.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down, and here is Trevor Dillon. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
And 1-0 St. Louis.
Left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. It's 1-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
1-1, okay.
We go to the top of the 5th, and now the DH, Trevor Dillon. Hammers that one.
Make it
deep
2-1.
left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble.
Okay.
Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Ripped, but it curls foul. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers. And there's nothing better than watching a third baseman make great plays like that. You can't just throw anyone out there and hope it works out. That's the hot corner, and it takes a special breed to want to play that position.
Just driving a run.
On the line, base hit. Coming
And
home. The throw
that'll be a
in,
run.
but it's
8-1 St. Louis.
And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is...
Snap throw to first, and he's back safely. Dillon off of first with 2 away. Line drive, base hit.
Going 3, going 3.
Throw into third. He's in there.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
So 2 on with 2 away. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. This to third. Candelario throws to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2. So a man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Trevor Dillon. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying.
That's 10-1 St.
Into
Louis.
the top deck and out of here. Home run. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Two down, bases
10-2,
empty.
okay.
Spencer
Johnson looking to
Torkelson,
end it.
the next to hit for the Reds. This could end it. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it.
Ball game.
Ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout. Dillon had a sensational showing in the win. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game.
92 and 44. On to game number 2, which is a pitching game. So okay. Around 16 tokens, I believe. Okay. 2 more games in this month, so. Yep, Saturday. And we're pitching, so.
Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The big story, of course, the man who is on the verge of breaking Major League Baseball's record for hits in a single season. Trevor Dillon. After a long pursuit, Singy, this could finally be the day for him.
And what an achievement it would be. To break this mark takes an amazing amount of consistency over the course of the entire season. He makes hard contact. It seems like almost every time he swings the bat boog, and he's so smart with his approach. No matter how the defense is set up, he can find the holes and the gaps. It's going to be an amazing sight if we see him pull it off here in this one.
First pitch coming your way next.
Here we go. Chance to.
Back here in
mound.
Cincinnati.
Okay.
And on the hill in this one, Trevor Dillon. Chris, you don't have to dig too deep into the numbers to see how good he's been.
Blue, like 82.
Oh, he's been nearly untouchable. Kind of a silent assassin out there. Just goes to work, and guys look up. It's deep into the ball game, and they haven't been able to scratch anything off of this guy. So look for him to do the same thing today. Maybe go the distance. Maybe hand it over to the bullpen at the end and try to get that W.
First pitch.
Jake Fraley leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him swinging. And his season of strikeouts continues with number 250.
Oh, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
With the curveball now.
Next pitch is outside. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Change up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings through that one.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got him.
Got him.
Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Reds go down quietly. Scoreless after 1. First and second, 1 out. Dillon now at the plate.
And maybe this is the moment he breaks the major league record for most hits in a season.
Just get on base. That's all I gotta do.
That one ripped. And it gets down.
It's down.
There's
That's
the
one
record.
run.
Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
1-0
Now the
St.
throw
Louis.
comes in. Runner holds it third. We have a new single-season hit king. What a moment, and he is having a year for the ages.
We're witnessing incredible history right here. One of the greatest seasons of all time. The consistency it takes to maintain this level of success over the course of the year is almost hard to believe. Huge congrats to him on this amazing accomplishment.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now the
game
left fielder,
reveals.
Taylor Ward. And they're all loaded up.
Bases are juiced.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hines coming in on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
I understand with the bases loaded, you start licking your chops thinking you can hit a 4-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
On the ground. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Here we go.
And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Torkelson recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Next offering is in for a strike.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And the pitch.
Screwball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Let's go slider, break an end towards the batter.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Reds down in order. They trail here 1-0. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Dillon back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
Change up.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Caught him looking for the K.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And it's caught for the out. And now it's Gavin Lux. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Lux hitting 9th in today's lineup, and they traded for him earlier this year. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nobody left for Cincinnati, still behind by a count of 1-0.
Now back, the designated hitter, Trevor Dillon.
Hit a single.
Swung on.
I'm not saying a single. I hit a dinger. 2-0 St. Louis.
One reaches the power stacks. Incredible. He sends one out the opposite way. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 2-0. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And we're back at the plate. Jake Fraley.
15 pitches a feeler. Bottom of the 4th.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Reds just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-2.
Screwball.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground, right side, Garcia. Tosses to first. One up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Steer batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Fires over to first. And the Reds go 1-2-3. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Reds nothing. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
2-0. You're in the 5th.
There's a strike.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work.
Mason Wynn.
The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to
There
have
we go.
a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Stevenson now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
One and one.
2 outs. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5
ball.
full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Slider.
Now
Three
one
balls.
miss.
Strike.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I loved his tenacity.
Fastball. Nope.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Let's go slider.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. On the ground to first.
Son.
Contreras
Got it.
takes it himself,
Through 5.
and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
6th inning.
Dillon
Back to work.
back to work. Late with the swing there.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Hines, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Reds yet to pick up a hit here.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything
Screwball.
after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to
Got
the
him.
finish line.
Goes down looking.
Man, that was nasty. A backdoor screwball? That looked like a wiffle ball coming out of his hand, and I'd be locked up too. Pretty much acts like a curveball from the opposite arm slot, so you just don't expect it to come back to the corner like that. Enjoy that, folks. You don't see
Change
something
up.
like that very often.
Swing and a miss.
All game long, he's really done a great job of keeping these hitters
Fastball.
guessing. You've got to play with that front foot, and he's done exactly that, keeping them off balance.
2 out, space is empty.
Screwball.
Fans another, and that's 3
There we
straight
go.
strikeouts. So
Through
he's
6.
perfect through 6.
Now batter, the
Top of
designated
the
hitter,
7th.
Trevor Gillen.
Line drive, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Pulls in with a double.
Double.
3rd hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Single.
Well, he's
DH.
really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. So runner at
Here's Jacob
second,
Young
2
now.
down. Jacob Young getting ready to hit. The 2-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Lux. He makes the
That's
grab,
3 away.
and that'll do it. A hit and it. Back here at Great American
Bottom of
Ballpark,
the 7th.
set for the last half of the
2-0
7th.
St.
Now
Louis.
here's the Reds leadoff man, Jake Fraley, in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts
Fastball.
down. I mean, hasn't
shaking off the catcher very much at all today.
No ball. 2 strike.
Screwball.
No, that's a ball.
Really good take,
Yeah,
especially with
fastball.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters.
Bottom of the
Such an
seventh
important mindset to
from
have out there
American
on the mound,
Ballpark at
especially when you're ahead of the
Cincinnati.
count with 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one out in front that time. Throw to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
De La Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that
Screwball.
fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate
Sorry,
one.
Snowy.
I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Boy.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. The perfection continues.
Good boy.
21 straight have been retired. Back
And they're
now,
going
new
to the
pitcher on the mound
bullpen,
as we
okay.
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jojo
2-1,
Romero.
top of the 9th,
These are the
1
spots
on, 1 out.
relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Triple shy
Crowd
of the
locked in
cycle,
right
okay.
now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field.
That's caught.
Puts it away for the out. Jake
Go.
Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. A 1-run lead, and the home team
0-2
trying to pull
count.
it out. Sends it to center, and this
That's
should
gonna
be
be
it.
ball game.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Dillon with a tremendous game both at the plate and on the mound. A really special performance.
Boog, I love watching him have
There we
such
go.
a fantastic game on both sides of the ball.
Really broke that. I'll never forget this day. Trying to help my team win. Single season hits leader. Onto the clubhouse. On to game 3. And final game of the month of August. It's about 24, 25 tokens here.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight, continuing coverage of history. Robert Flores with Carlos Pena and Dan O'Dowd. The single-season hits record of 262 held by Ichiro since way back in 2004 has been eclipsed in what will go down as one of the greatest offensive seasons in Major League history. Carlos, Dan, your thoughts?
This is just amazing. I mean, to be able to go out there and be so consistent. I mean, look, I played against Ichiro. He's one of the most exciting players I've ever seen, certainly with the bat and breaking his his record must be so special. It's going to go down in history as one of the greatest feats in this game.
You know, Carlos, it's also a record that as an industry we don't focus or talk about very much. I think that's what makes it so special and so unique within our game.
And once again, congratulations to the new record holder.
One last game. Here we go. We're going to go 50 games above 500.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Ready to go? Now it's the DH, Trevor Dillon.
The designated hitter, Trevor Dillon.
Let's get on base. Here we go.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out.
There we
This
go.
ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way.
1-0 St. Louis.
The first batter of the game leaves the yard. That's his 5th homer of the series. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
The designated hitter, Trevor Dillon.
Second at bat. Second
Here's
dinger.
a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
3-0 St. Louis.
Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Two out, space is empty.
Designated hitter, Trevor Dillon.
Hit a double or better. Third at bat.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it.
4-0 St.
And
Louis.
he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Okay.
Now it's going to be Trevor Dillon. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Ripped on a line.
Nope.
And
That's
that
caught.
is that. 0-0 Nothing doing for the offense. Back here in Cincinnati, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH,
okay?
Trevor Dillon.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Get on base.
Pagan measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick.
How about
now
home run
this is
number 4?
blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone.
6-0 St. Louis.
Another homer. His 4th
Remember, in
home
St.
run
Louis,
of the game.
6 is a
And
serious
they had a
number.
Run. It's 6-0.
50-cent home runs.
And that shot makes
for
their grip
everyone
on the
in
lead
St. Louis
even
area.
tighter. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Now batting.
So
It is.
2 down
Looking to close
and
out
ready
the
to hit
shutout.
now for Cincinnati. Jamer Candelario. The Reds down to their final strike. A swing and a soft liner.
Caught by
He's got
Arenado.
it. Ball game.
Victory.
And the Cardinals with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Dillon really stood out in this
Sweet.
win. Left the yard 4 times in this one.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like
94 and 44. And that will end the month of August. September baseball starts next episode. See here. '80 overall starting pitcher. Next time, September. Head back to Bush to play the Athletics and the Giants. And look at this. Magic number is down to 3. So, go ahead and save. I'll see you guys next time to the start of September baseball. But until then, stay frosty. Ice Mask Gang out.